Alethea and welcome back to my channel. I know you haven't seen me on here in quite some time and I figured, baby, if I was gonna come back, I was gonna come back with a banger. So today I am bringing you a full course vegan holiday menu. We've got an appetizer, we've got delicious sides, we have a super fun main that I'm excited to show you guys how to make. We even have a little dessert that I kind of messed up on, but it's all good, you know, I'm gonna show you anyways. And of course we gonna have us a little drink. So I'm super excited to get into these recipes and show you guys how to make your vegan holiday as delicious as ever. And these recipes are, in my opinion, beginner friendly. So if you know your way around the kitchen just a little bit, you should be able to get through these recipes. I know this time of the year can be super stressful, so the last thing that should be stressing you out is what you're gonna eat. If you're hosting the holidays at your house or whatever it is that you celebrate, if you're hosting and you're not sure what to make, baby, I've got you covered. And these dishes are gonna shock and wow everyone that you feed them to. And without further ado, let's get into this video. And of course, we're gonna start out with our drink. This drink can definitely be made into a virgin drink if you don't drink alcohol. And if not, this is perfect for you. Either way, everybody can enjoy. We are gonna be starting with one of my favorite drinks around this time of the year, a pomegranate mojito. It's so delicious, so refreshing. Uses fresh pomegranate seeds, and we're going to be using this blood orange tangerine sparkling water that's going to elevate the drink and the flavors even more. So let's get into it. So we're going to be starting with some limes. I'm using key limes, but feel free to use whichever limes that you fancy. We're just going to go ahead and cut these up. We're going to quarter them like this. Okay, and then we're just gonna set that aside. We're gonna cut into our pomegranate. I am not a pomegranate expert, so don't judge me on how I cut this. We're just gonna try our best, okay? I've watched a bunch of videos to watch how to cut this. So we're gonna try our best and cut open into this pomegranate so that we can get the delicious seeds out. So I'm just starting at the top and I'm gonna quarter it. And you definitely wanna make sure you're using a super sharp knife. And then, voila! We're just gonna peel the quarters open. Not me being a slightly professional, to reveal our delicious seeds. And you definitely probably wanna take these out with a spoon because probably will dye your fingers and you don't want that. So I'm gonna grab a spoon and scoop this out and we're gonna put it into our cup. So we've got our pomegranate seeds here. Got some fresh mint leaves, and we've got our lime wedges. So let's go ahead and put this drink together. We're gonna start with a few lime wedges, about 4, that seems good. And go in with our pomegranate seeds. That much is good. I'm gonna add a few of our mint leaves, about 3, and we're gonna add a little bit of simple syrup. Much. And then we've got our muddle here. We're gonna muddle these ingredients together. Okay, we're gonna come in with some ice. And then we're gonna come in with our rum. Use whatever rum you want. We're gonna do 2 shots. Then we're gonna add our sparkling water. Honestly, when I saw it in the grocery store, I was like, that sounds like that would be such a good combination with these flavors. So we're just gonna top it off with that. Oh, beautiful. Add a little straw moment. Fresh pomegranates at the top. And we've got a cute little mint leaf right here. Let's go ahead and stick that in. And ta-da! We've got us a pomegranate mojito. Beautiful, delicious, and refreshing, and I'm sure it will wow your guests, your friends, yourself, whoever it is that you're gonna make it for. Let's go ahead and give this a little taste. Oh my God. Make this immediately. That's delicious. All right, let's get into this appetizer, shall we? We're going to be making these delicious crabless potato bites. So we're going to be starting out with these tiny red skin potatoes. Go ahead and bake them in the oven until they look like this. Cut them in half and scoop at the center, which you'll add to a bowl. And then we're going to be shredding up some pieces of hearts of palm. To add a nice sea flavor, we're going to be using Ocean's Essence from Kendu Spice. And I love this spice because it has pieces of kelp in it, so we're not using seaweed or anything like that. We're also using a blend of other seasonings, vegan mayo, Dijon mustard, and of course some lemon juice. Mix everything together well, and then I like to use my pastry cutter to mash up the potatoes and blend all the ingredients until everything looks like this. We're gonna add this delicious filling into the center of these potatoes, and you just gently want to do this. You want to be sure that you don't break the potatoes in half, and then you're gonna put everything on a lined baking sheet, and we're gonna bake this in the oven. In the meantime, we're gonna make a super easy remoulade using vegan mayo, some Dijon mustard, lemon juice again, of course, a little bit of Cajun seasoning, and some chopped fresh chives. Once the potatoes are done, take them out of the oven, and then you're gonna add the remoulade on top and top it with a piece of chive, kind of like that. Just make them cute. I'm pretty sure once you set these out, they won't last very long, and everyone's going to be extremely impressed. Now let's get into the star of the show, this delicious vegan prime roast. We're gonna add some Vital Wheat gluten to a bowl, and then we're gonna take a shortcut by adding a meat replacement, along with some spices, beet juice, sauces, and some Dijon mustard. Mix everything up well until the Vital Wheat gluten is fully combined, and then you add it to a food processor to make sure that everything sticks together well. Go ahead and knead it and roll it out once again, and then you're gonna form your roast. Top it with some pepper and Dijon mustard. You'll do the top of the roast first like this, and we're gonna add it into a pan of melted vegan butter, placing this top up. Once the bottom is nice and toasty, go ahead and flip it over and repeat the same steps. Flip it over a few times until it's beautifully golden and delicious like this. Then you'll add some vegetable broth, white wine, chopped onions, and garlic, fresh thyme, and rosemary into the same pan. This will lock in all the delicious flavors and juices for your roast. Go ahead and cover, and we're gonna simmer this. After an hour, it will look like this. You can go ahead and top it with some more of the broth that you have in there. Remove the broth, and then we're gonna fry it on both sides one more time. Once your roast is done, it should look a little something like this. Cut into this, and honestly, this is best served the next day. So if you want to make this ahead of time, that would be great, but either way, it's going to be delicious and everyone will love it. Now let's get into these delicious sides, starting with these creamy Hasselback potatoes. You're going to take a Yukon Gold potato and place it in between two chopsticks like this, and then you're just going to slice into the potato like an accordion. Place your Hasselback potatoes into a baking dish, and then we're going to make the sauce to go on top, starting with some vegan cream cheese, vegan Parmesan cheese, non-dairy heavy cream, vegan mozzarella cheese, fresh chopped chives, and fresh parsley, and some minced garlic. Spices, of course. Give that a really good mix, and then you're going to place that on top of your potatoes. And I like to use a spatula to make sure that all the deliciousness gets into every little bit of the potatoes. Go ahead and cover that, place that in the oven. Once it's finished baking and delicious and crispy, you're going to top it with some of the delicious sauce that's hiding on the bottom, and definitely want to add this into your regular weeknight dinner because this is such a delicious side. For our next side, we're going to make creamed kale. Starting with some lacinato kale, we're going to cut it into smaller bite-sized pieces like this. Then we're going to chop an onion, and I hate chopping onions, so I like to use a vegetable chopper to help speed along the process. Plus, you're making all this food, so anything to make something quicker is definitely helpful. In a large pan, we're going to melt some vegan butter. We're going to add our onions to it and saute them until they're golden. Add in some minced garlic, and then we're going to add in flour to create a roux. Mix everything together well until the flour is fully cooked down. Then you're going to add in some non-dairy heavy cream. Mix it well, and you want to slowly do this until you create a nice, delicious, thick cream sauce. Once you've done that, add in your chopped kale, a little bit of salt, and mix everything together well again to cook down your kale. After you've done that, you're going to go ahead and add some more spices along with some non-dairy cream cheese. This is definitely a staple ingredient that you're going to want to have. Obviously, you see, we've already used it in two recipes, along with some vegan mozzarella. Mix that one more time until the cheese melts down and you get this deliciousness right here. Because we're extra, we're going to toast some crispy onions in a pan, which will top on top of the cream kale like this. And ta-da! You've got your second side. side, we're gonna make some peppercorn gravy to go over our roast, starting with some whole peppercorns. We're gonna crush them into smaller pieces. In a saucepan, we're gonna melt some vegan butter, add some diced onions, the pepper, go ahead and saute that together, add some flour. We're gonna mix that together until we cook the flour down. We're gonna add a little bit of water to thicken it up, and then we're gonna slowly start to add in some vegetable broth until we get a sauce like this. Once you've gotten this texture, you can season it to your liking, and we're gonna slowly add in some non-dairy heavy cream. Mix that together one more time, and we've got our delicious vegan gravy, which will complement your roast so deliciously. Now I'm gonna show you guys a super quick hack to make these delicious salted maple butter rolls. So this brand is actually accidentally vegan. All you're gonna do is thaw out the rolls, put them in a pan, bake them in the oven. You're gonna melt some vegan butter, add maple syrup to it, brush the rolls with the maple butter, top it with some salt and some fresh parsley, and I promise you, nobody's gonna know. Everybody's gonna think that you had to pull a stand mixer out for these. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. Now for this dessert. Okay, so this was supposed to be red velvet brownies, but as you can see, they weren't very red. We're gonna add some flour, some cocoa powder, sugar, baking powder, baking soda to a bowl, along with some oil and other ingredients that you're gonna find in the recipe. So I had leftover beet juice, right? And I thought, oh, okay, we're gonna use that to make these red. Joke's on me. I had also brought what I thought was red food dye. The joke was on me again because it was actually brown. So yeah, guys, this didn't work out, but I just want to show you guys anyways. Follow the recipe that I have for these and they'll turn out red. Just make sure you buy actual red food dye, and I promise these are so delicious. And there we have it, a full delicious vegan holiday dinner that will be sure to wow your friends, family, and loved ones. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're not already following me on Instagram, be sure to do so. I'll have my name somewhere in here. I post weekly videos over there of more recipe ideas. So if you want to add to your menu, get more ideas of things to make, I have a few holiday recipes over there as well, along with just everyday recipes that I know you will enjoy. So if you're not following me, make sure to do so. My plan for the year 2024 is to be here more often, so I would like to post weekly videos, more long form recipe videos, kind of like this. Maybe not as many recipes in a video, but just longer videos. So if there's anything that you would like to see from me, definitely drop ideas in the comments below. I hope you guys have a fantastic holiday season. Happy New Year. I pray your next year is better than your last. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.